Welcome back to Stories with Consequences. This is The Silent Patient, Episode 5. For 4 episodes, we've looked at Alicia Berenson from the outside. We have seen her as a monster, a victim, a statue. We've heard what her brother thinks, what her friend thinks. We even heard the terrible words her father said 20 years ago. But we have never heard from Alicia herself. Silence is a heavy shield. It protects you from the world. But eventually the shield becomes a coffin. Theo Faber has returned from Cambridge. He carries a heavy secret. He knows about the soul murder. He knows that Alicia's father wished she was dead. And he believes that if he tells her that he knows, the walls will come crumbling down. He is walking to her room now. He isn't just bringing words. He is bringing a gift, something to help her speak without saying a word. Theo enters the room. Alicia is sitting by the window, staring at the rain. She doesn't look at him. But Theo is different today. He is confident. He places a canvas on the table. He places paints, brushes. "I know you can't speak," he says softly, "but you can paint. You are an artist, Alicia. Paint me something." She doesn't move. Theo takes a step closer. He decides to use the weapon he found in Cambridge. "I met your Aunt Lydia," he whispers. "I went to the house. I know about your father." The reaction is instant. Alicia stiffens. Her hands curl into fists. Theo keeps pushing. "I know what he said to you. Alicia, I know he wished you were dead. But that wasn't your fault." For a moment, it looks like she might attack him again. She stands up. She shakes. But then, she collapses back into the chair. The rage leaves her. She looks exhausted. Theo leaves the room to let her process it. When he comes back hours later, the canvas is empty. But something else is waiting for him. Alicia holds out her hand. In her palm is a small, battered book. A diary. She gives it to him. This is the key. This is the only testimony she has ever given. She wrote this in the weeks before the murder. Theo takes it. He goes to his office. He opens the first page. And suddenly, the silence is broken. We are no longer listening to Theo. We are listening to Alicia. July 14th. "I don't know why I'm writing this. I'm not a writer, I'm a painter. But Gabriel said it would be good for me to express my feelings. Gabriel, my husband, he is perfect. He loves me so much, and I love him. I love him more than I thought it was possible to love anyone." The diary starts with love. She describes a perfect life. A beautiful house in a nice neighborhood. A husband who is handsome, successful, and kind. It seems like a fairy tale. But Theo knows how this story ends. He reads these words with a sick feeling in his stomach, because he knows that in a few weeks, this woman will pick up a gun and shoot this perfect husband 5 times in the face. So, where is the crack? Where does the nightmare begin? Theo keeps reading, and slowly, the tone of the diary changes. The sunshine starts to fade. The shadows start to creep in. "I feel anxious lately. It's just a feeling. A tightness in my chest. I feel like something bad is going to happen. I tried to tell Gabriel, but he just laughed. He said I'm being silly. He said I need to relax." It starts with anxiety, but then it becomes specific. Alicia starts writing about her presence. She feels like she is being watched. "I was in the park today painting. It was a hot day. I looked up and I saw him, a man standing by the trees. He wasn't moving, he was just watching me, a man in the park." At first she thinks it is a coincidence. But then she sees him again, and again, outside her house, across the street, standing under the street lamp. This is where the tragedy begins. Alicia is terrified. She runs to her husband. She tells Gabriel, "There is a man watching me. I am in danger." And what does the perfect husband do? Does he call the police? Does he buy a security system? No. Gabriel is getting frustrated with me. He says there is no man. He says it's all in my head. He says I am stressed, that I am imagining things like my mother did. He wants to give me pills. He wants me to sleep. Gabriel doesn't believe her. Or, he pretends not to believe her. He tells her she is crazy. He tells her she is becoming like her mother, the woman who drove a car into a wall. This is the ultimate betrayal. Alicia is alone. She has a stalker outside the house, watching her, and she has a husband inside the house, ignoring her. She is trapped between 2 men, and she doesn't know which one is more dangerous. Theo closes the diary for a moment. His hands are shaking because he realizes something terrifying. Alicia wasn't crazy. The man in the park was real. The diary entry ends with a chilling sentence. I saw him again tonight. He was standing right outside the window. He knows I am alone. Who was the man in the park? Why was he watching her? And why did Gabriel refuse to protect her? Thanks for watching episode 5. The mystery has just turned into a thriller. In the next episode, the stalker, the man in the park, comes closer and we finally find out who he is. Subscribe and hit the bell. You do not want to miss the face of the stalker.